Hey Aries, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is your weekly reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for June 1st through the 7th. For those of you interested in a personal reading, all of my recorded readings are going on sale today. For now through June 21st for the summer solstice, I'm running a sale on all recorded readings, $55 for the half-hour readings and $99 for the one-hour readings. So if you've been waiting for them to go on sale, now's your chance. But for the Aries Collective, let's see what's going on this week. Okay. We have two cards to kick off your reading. We have Death paired with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So there's a major ending about hoarding resources or withholding money from someone. This may be even going to the lengths of qualifying as financial abuse. There's a major ending, major this is either parting ways with someone who's withholding resources from you or making it so that they don't have the ability to do that anymore. Let's see your challenge. What energy is Aries meant to be working through in order to rectify this situation? The King of Cups. There's a true intention of wanting to, wanting to be loved, but there's something more idealistic about it. The Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck here, it's coming from a good place, but it's being utilized in a nasty way. It feels as though someone is trying to force the other person's hand so that everything feels like it did before. They want it to feel good. They want it to feel like it's like this person knows in their heart of hearts that there's love here, and they are refusing to acknowledge the situation as it is. And instead, they're remembering a previous time when things were better, and they're insisting that we go back to the way things were. But the method that they're employing to try and make that happen is by withholding money or resources, or like, I'm not going to clean up after you, I'm not going to cook for you, I'm not going to shop for you. Something about taking care of the household and the way that it's not even about the division of labor, it's more about someone feels as though it's a demonstration of changing feelings, and they think that it's a betrayal of that because so the King of Cups character feels like the Queen of Pentacles does really love them, but isn't showing that love. This could be vice versa. Yeah, someone, I think it is the Queen of Pentacles character. Doesn't matter which gender is which, or at all. A gender doesn't matter in these readings. But the Queen of Pentacles is the one who is withholding resources. So the King is adamant that the Queen really does love him, and that she's refusing to show that love, that she ought to freely share the resources, or go back to cooking for him or go back to cleaning up after him, whatever this household or money or resources that is currently being withheld. He doesn't understand why she's doing it, and he thinks she's doing it strictly. Actually, nope, Spirit's correcting me. He thinks it's just random. Like maybe laziness would be his best guess as to why she's not doing the things that she used to do. I'm betting that there's some accountability that the king needs to take if he really does truly love this queen, to take a good hard look at his own actions and be willing to have a difficult conversation about why this queen has changed her behavior. Because he's so certain that it's a simple fix and she just needs to go back to doing the stuff that she used to do. And he's not able to, maybe not able to, most likely not willing to take a look at other reasons that she might have as to why her behavior has changed and she's now withholding resources. Okay, let's take a look at Aries' focus. What is Aries focused on? Nine of Cups. Aries, you want what you want. You have your eye on the prize. Your own happiness is your top priority. Seven of Pentacles in reverse tells me that you might be refusing to nurture something because you're not getting anything back out of it. You're like, I'm not going to continue tending this metaphorical garden if both of us are harvesting the crops and enjoying them, but I'm the only one tending the garden. I'm not interested in doing that. Or maybe it's like only the King of Cups was picking the fruit and vegetables and enjoying it for himself and loved the fact that the Queen was keeping a garden, but she wasn't the one enjoying any of it, so she stopped tending the garden. And the garden is a metaphor for whatever thing or resources this Queen has decided to stop doing for the King. And instead, you're focused on what makes you happy. The Nine of Cups is a very independent energy. It's very self-focused. What is going to make me happy, and focusing exclusively upon that. In the recent past, we have the Four of Swords in reverse. You went through a period of time when you were disconnecting from your person. This might have been physical distance, probably more so emotional distance. You needed to clear your head, figure out what you thought about this. You didn't want to fight about it. You were just mentally distancing yourself from the King of Cups in this situation. But you're done with that way of handling things. I think you're re-engaging now because you've made your mind up about how you're going to handle this. And the way that you're handling it is, I'm not doing that anymore. Period. End of story. So I think for most of you, you are the Queen of Pentacles character in the story. So if you are the other side of this and you're the King of Cups, wondering why your partner is withholding resources, then you have your wish fulfillment idealistically set upon going back to the way things were. They just need to kick it back into gear and let go of whatever complaint or laziness they have. Like in your mind, you might think that this is being prompted by confusion or forgetfulness or laziness or something. You want to excuse it away as something very simple because the king wants to excuse it away as something very simple because dealing with something deeper and more complex would be out of their depth. Like they don't want to deal with anything more complicated. Your higher self perspective is showing up as the Nine of Swords in reverse. So there's guilt going on here subconsciously that needs to be resolved. This could be like blaming or there's stress and animosity, very much an undercurrent sort of energy. You may have been snapping at each other a lot recently, short-tempered. It's being fueled by this insinuations, constant insinuations that someone's doing something wrong. And there's a rift between you, the Lovers in reverse. I don't think this indicates a separation or a breakup on the horizon. It's more like one of those ebbs and flows in relationships. It feels like this natural, like something that needs to be worked out, and there's this, like I said, a rift, an emotional distance, a mental pushing someone away mentally to get some space to figure out how you feel about or are thinking about this subject. Show me what happens next in the near future. The Seven of Swords. So there is some very private, secret things taking place. This does feel like planning, but because we have Judgment here at the bottom of the deck, and we're talking about a relationship, I don't mean to like stir the pot here, but I would be remiss if I didn't call out the fact that this could indicate mentally checking out of the relationship and reconnecting or trying to reconnect with something or someone from the past. Now, it doesn't absolutely mean that. If we get more indications of that, then I'll be more certain that that's something that you should be on your radar. But for now, what I can say with more certainty is that someone's going to be thinking in a new direction that they want to keep secret from their partner, thinking about things that they don't want their partner to know that they're thinking about. And it has to do with the past. Now, because the topic of the past has already come up in this dynamic between the king and the queen, where the king is insisting in his own mind, things just need to go back to the way that they were. This could be some surreptitious effort to make things like they were before. It could even be a positive intention of a surprise, like let's say the king remembers that they used to stop by and pick up cinnamon rolls from a bakery regularly for the queen, and he's stopped doing that. So he thinks, you know what, if I want her to go back to the way she used to act, maybe I can motivate her to do that by me going back to the way that I used to act. That would also fit this dynamic. Like having a secret intention to do something that connects with energy from the past, trying to revive that energy that he's afraid is slipping away from him and he doesn't know how to hold on to. Your surprise energy is showing up as the Six of Wands in reverse and the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So there is harmony. There is this reciprocity that a relationship really thrives on. The Six of Wands, I think, is here to acknowledge that the lack of acknowledgement, how do we say this? Recognition. There's going to be a turning point in this dynamic between the king and the queen where there's like a eureka moment, an eye-opening realization that washes over one or both of you, where it boils down to we have not been supporting one another. We have not been cheering each other on. We have not been each other's number one fan. And when you bring it back to basics and shift your perspective to look at it through that lens, I feel like that's when the harmonious feeling of this is all going to work out floods back in. And it doesn't have to necessarily be behaving exactly like you were behaving before, but what the king wants that he might not be able to articulate any differently or think about, conceptualize any differently than that, is he wants the feeling of harmony. He wants the feeling that everything's good between you two. And I think he accurately is sensing that the connection is still strong. He's just not sure what is off, if that makes sense. He definitely doesn't want to bring it up and make it a bigger deal than it has to be. He's trying to minimize it out of a desire to... He wants it to be easy to fix. Because he's afraid. Okay, your hopes and fears, we have the Knight of Swords. So once the truth is out, I have to act on it. Once we talk about it, I have to put my actions behind my words. So that could have something to do with why we had this backing away, creating mental space. I think the Queen is afraid of bringing up what's really on her mind or bothering her, if something is bothering her, because she too is afraid, but she's afraid that she won't get the acknowledgement, the recognition, or the support that she's looking for from the king. And if she brings it up and doesn't get the support that she's looking for, then she'll have no choice but to go after what she needs independently, which might create a bigger rift. The end result that Aries is headed for with her or his partner is Wheel of Fortune energy. There will be clarity. The truth will be understood. We have the Ace of Swords in the upright here at the bottom of the deck. This is a very fortunate energy. I feel Jupiterian energy. There's expansion, there's wisdom, there's understanding that can come through with this energy. There's also an opportunity not to go back to the way things were, but to have another go at something in an elevated way. So I think that is the sort of giving it another go sort of energy that will work for both the king and the queen. It's not a reverting back to the old system, the old pattern. but it's agreeing to go around another cycle with one another with a shared understanding and a clarity about why you're both doing this, and a belief that it's going to be better. And the potential for it to be better is truly there. That's indicated as well. So let's see your advice for Aries who want to make the best use of these energies and optimize the outcome. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So what Spirit is suggesting that you consider doing is simplifying or delegating. You don't have to take everything on yourself. So this is either saying do less, or if these are high priority things represented by these Two Pentacles, Spirit might be saying, you're not the one who has to be doing them. Why don't you take on part of it and give part of it to someone else? So marinate on that idea. See if that will help your situation, and then apply it if you feel like that resonates for you. Aries, I hope that this helped. Don't forget to like and subscribe to come back and watch other Aries videos, and help me get to my subscriber goal of 30,000. Subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, don't forget to visit stan.store/distilledtarot to check out those options and take advantage of the sale price if you want one of those recorded readings at a significant discount. Take care until next time. I'll see you later.